So Mayweather was money tonight. What can you say? I mean, my gut feeling, I went against it. Right, Kevin? Just let it go, Kevin. It is what it is. Just move on. I'm sorry, man, but Pacquiao didn't win. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. It can only go two ways. It could either go Mayweather's fight, where pretty much what you saw tonight and what he's been doing for, 19 years against his other opponents. He's undefeated. This is what he's been doing. He outboxes you. He outboxed Pacquiao. Or the little slight hope where Pacquiao would actually pull the trigger, get him in the corner, and finish it. Pacquiao had that opportunity, and he did not take it. He did not take it. Listen, guys, these are my final thoughts of this fight of the century, Pacquiao lost. A lot of people are going for Pacquiao. You got to understand, he lost. There is no excuses. There's no woulda, coulda, shoulda. Mayweather was the better boxer tonight. He did exactly what he's been doing. Pacquiao's job was to stop from Mayweather doing the same thing he does over and over again, and it did not happen. There was no rigged. There was no scorecards where it could have went this way, that. It was before your eyes. Mayweather was beating Pacquiao. At one point, though, Pacquiao was coming back. The round started, piled with Pacquiao, and even though Mayweather was winning those early rounds, I mean, it was even. It wasn't, a slugfest. It wasn't like, oh my God, this guy really got one-ups on him. No, it was really even throughout the fight. Pacquiao would have his moments. Mayweather would have his. Mayweather's speed is such a killer, and Pacquiao is just as fast, but he still cannot get away from that jab. Pacquiao didn't throw any jabs. Pacquiao's not known for doing, boxing like that. But Mayweather's jabs were just on money. They were on point. They were really, the length, the distance that him and Pacquiao had really were great. I mean, he knew how to defeat Pacquiao with those jabs. Now, when I said, I was watching the fight, me and my friend was going for Mayweather. I was going for Pacquiao. And I was just frustrated. I was very frustrated with Pacquiao. There were moments where he got him in the corner or on the ropes, and he was definitely laying it on him. There was one moment where he was throwing, punches, but he was throwing them to the face where Mayweather was covering up. He did throw those body shots when I was screaming for him to do. I was screaming for him to throw some uppercuts. He did do that, but he didn't throw enough. And then at one point through the later rounds, he would get him to the corner, and you'd think he'd start, here comes Pacquiao throwing those combos, but he stepped back and he stopped and he allowed Mayweather to move around, to move to the side. He didn't even predict Mayweather's movement. The guy said that Pacquiao's footwork was not very on point tonight, and I gotta agree, it was not very on point because he would have moved with Pacquiao would have moved with Mayweather and stopped him, and really, Mayweather went to the left. Pacquiao should have went to the right. He didn't do that. He wasn't quick enough to do that. Pacquiao, he's a great fighter. He's a great brawler. When you got those moments where it's just toe-to-toe, he will knock your ass out. But when you have moments where he has to actually box you, Mayweather has done it over and over again. He will outbox you. He will be the smarter fighter. He knows he's winning rounds. He knows he could run around, hold you, get you a little bit tired. Definitely his footwork was phenomenal. His speed will kill you. He uses that as an advantage. His triple punches, his triple jabs, his combos. Even though there wasn't many combos or haymakers from Mayweather tonight, but his speed just killed Pacquiao, and his footwork killed Pacquiao as well. So he'll win his rounds. He'll run around. He'll let Pacquiao have his rounds a little bit, and then he'll come back right at you and really deliver the final blow. Just like round, I believe it was 10 and 11, where he really I think it was 11, mostly 11, where he just really turned up the heat and really just fucked up Pacquiao. There was one round where he just messed him up. Like, Pacquiao wasn't doing anything. Listen, man, I mean, this is a very disappointing fight because I wanted to see something different. I wanted to see somebody really just go at it to Mayweather. Pacquiao was thinking this as a 12-round fight when he should have thought of it as a 5-round fight. He should have pulled that trigger. But it is what it is. This is boxing today. I would have loved for it to go 15 rounds because, man, those guys look like they're in shape. Look like they're ready to battle for another 10 rounds, 12 rounds. Neither one of them looked like they were hurt. The only moment where I think somebody was hurt badly was, not badly, but was really stunned was when Mayweather got hit straight to the freaking the jaw, and then he had to, he kind of stepped back and he played defense for a little bit. But overall, it was definitely what I predicted, how it was going to go down. But I went against my gut feeling because I do like Pacquiao and I did want him to beat Mayweather because Mayweather is his personality. I hate his personality, but he is one of the best boxers of all time, especially in his weight class. Is he the greatest of all time? That's a very hard one to say who's the greatest of all time in boxing. I mean, a lot of people say Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. A lot of say Robinson was the greatest of all time. Marciano, Frazier. I have my money on. Frazier was a badass boxer, man. I think Frazier would have knocked if they had a couple more fights with Frazier and Muhammad Ali. That third fight, Muhammad Ali was going to throw in the towel. So I think Frazier was actually the better boxer than Muhammad Ali. But Muhammad Ali is still one of the best of all time. Floyd, you had to give it to him. He stepped up. He fought Pacquiao. He won. It is what it is. He's considered one of the best of all time. There is no excuse to make of Mayweather running around, Mayweather doing this, Mayweather, all he did was hold. They don't knock points away from holding. They don't. UFC is different. Boxing is different. Boxing has different rules and sets and definitely game plans when you go into a fight. So Mayweather had a smart game plan. But did you guys notice him and his dad were just fighting throughout the whole damn fight? They're fighting each other. It was more entertaining than this fight. I did love some of the moments that Pacquiao, was rallying, but it didn't fall through. Pacquiao, it was confusing how Pacquiao thought he was winning. He won a lot more rounds. I did think he won some rounds, but I agree with the judges. Mayweather won this fight. Pacquiao, man, this is your time to really just pull the trigger to do something, not play safe, and just knock this guy out. And he didn't do it. He didn't do enough. And it's a damn shame because we're not going to get a rematch. There's no way they're going to get a rematch. It was hard enough to get this fight going. And Floyd, I think he's content. I think he's done. I think he's happy. He fought Pacquiao. He beat him. He doesn't have to prove to anybody anymore. He has one more fight in his contract. He'll fight that one person. Hopefully that one person could beat Mayweather. But it's not looking too good. Mayweather is definitely... one more fight and he's done. One more fight in his contract and he said he was going to retire. So where does boxing go from here? What names? There is no heavyweight division. That is a damn shame. There should be a heavyweight division that we should be proud of, that we should be excited for. Names should be, on those cards where we want, in the past, Tyson, or even in a greater past, Frazier, Muhammad, even Foreman. But we don't have that. Lennox Lewis, we don't have that anymore. So after this fight, it's damn shame because it was disappointing. Definitely not worth $100. But boxing, man, it's a dying breed, and I don't see it really bouncing back at all in the upcoming 15 years. I think it's going to be dead for a while. There's nobody coming up. There's no name. There's no fighters like these two, and Mayweather says he's already going to retire, and Pacquiao, he has other obligations. He wants to do other stuff, so it is what it is. UFC even has problems of their own with injury, people leaving, definitely leaving. Not too much competition as it was in the very beginning, especially in the Chuck days, but it is what it is, guys. I did really enjoy spending time with my friend and the whole family. Us discussing about this fight prior and then after. And then just, drinking beer, having some barbecue, good times. This is what I think. The fight was a disappointment, but the pretty much overall event or the evening was not. The night was not. It was a lot of fun, but man, just frustration when seeing Pacquiao could have done a lot more and could have damaged Mayweather a lot more. But hey, these two, you don't know unless you're in the ring and unless you yourself are fighting this opponent. I've fought in the ring cage twice already. I've fought, I don't want to call it street fights, but with boxing gloves and stuff. I like to think I know a little bit, but it's totally different when you have one or two of the greatest of all time with Pacquiao and Mayweather and their speed and their strategy and this and that. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it's not just punches being thrown. It's a chess match. And Mayweather is the best at it. He has won every damn game, and I don't see him losing the last, hurrah. But good time tonight. Disappointing fight, but what can you say? Boxing, will it bring names out there that we're going to want to see fight? Who knows? But boxing will still always be around. It will always be around. Fighting will always be around. Boxing will never die, but it'll sleep for a little bit. And after this fight, I think there's going to be some sleeping going on. So thank you guys for listening. Let me know your thoughts. Who are you guys going for? I was going for Pacquiao, but my gut was exactly right that Mayweather would win. It'd be Mayweather's fight, and it would be going into decision. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, wish Pacquiao won, but it didn't happen. I wish Seattle would have ran the damn ball, but they throw the damn ball, and the Patriots win the Super Bowl. I'm still pissed at that. Then I'm pissed at this fight. So, Kevin, let's go grab some drinks. It's time to drink, buddy. It's time to drink. All right, guys. Subscribe, like. Let me know your thoughts. Crazy night. And, be careful. Late.